Taurus. Welcome back to midnightcrowtarot. My name is Ebony. This is your new moon in Gemini solar eclipse reading. Taurus, welcome back. Guys, just feeling an energy right before your reading. And I have to say that I think many of you are closing out some, old cycles in your lives. Dare say even karmic cycles, like ancestral things that you are closing out in your lifetime, Taurus. Some of you are really getting ready and preparing yourselves for the next level, but with that comes change. With that comes letting go of things from the past, or it's funny because underlying your spread right now, we have the South Node, life's debts, and the South Node is kind of speaks to past life sense. It's about karmic things that you are repairing from the last time that you were here, right? Or incarnated, or things that you are repairing from lives that you've lived before, as it were, right? And lessons that you have predetermined you were going to learn in this lifetime. But a lot of that is preparing you for growth. We have a Saturn return here in age. It's preparing you for the next chapter in your journey. And I dare say it's going to be a fruitful one. It's going to be a beautiful one. Some of you have felt like you've been on this path for a long time. Some of you are, with that age card especially, some of you feel like it's taken forever. It has taken forever. Taurus, that is just kind of a tidbit, what I wanted to touch on. What energy I was feeling. It's just, you feel very old. Not old, but like very, very wise. You come from a long lineage, a long background. You have a long history. And you are fulfilling ancient, I dare say, karmic debts. Now, karma is not necessarily all bad, guys. But it is things that in the South Node especially, is about experiences, possibly even traumatic ones, that many of you experienced growing up. You agreed to have those experiences, or you had those experiences. No one agrees, but you know what I mean? You had those experiences in life because you were meant to learn something. You were meant to gain that wisdom so that you would know how to let it go, to transition you for the next phase of your life. And that's all really what the South Node kind of represents. Is to say, hey, remember me? I'm pointing you back in the direction of where you're supposed to be going, right? I'm here to just be that reminder for you that this is where you've come from, this is where you're going, okay? This is what you've done, this is where you're headed, right? General messages only here, guys. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? If anything is resonating with you, Taurus, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe. If you are new to the channel, I look forward to doing more of your readings. As always, Taurus, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be looking at your energy. You always have such a beautiful energy every time I see you. All right, Taurus. Very interesting. Taurus. All right. The theme of your reading so far is the Magi in reverse, the Magician in reverse. That is the theme of today's reading, Taurus. Gemini, Virgo energy. You may have that placement in your chart. But the Magician in reverse is telling me you've been operating out of a place of lack for the majority of your life. it was kind of, for many of you, it was operating out of a fear mindset that you could not have, or that you were unworthy, or that for some reason you could never obtain your heart's desire. And so it has made you feel like you had to overly exert yourselves, overly control situations in your life, possibly even people, possibly relationships, or that this was, quite frankly, done to you. You know? This could represent an energy that you've been fighting against your whole life, this feeling of, I need freedom. I want to manifest to be the magician of my own life, not to have that dictated to me or told to me who or what I was going to be. No, ma'am or sir, that does not work for Taurus. Taurus, you're too stubborn for that. You're going to do it your way, somehow, some way. No matter what anyone says about it, okay, you're going to do it. However you're going to do it, you know? I find that funny because I live with a Taurus, so it just makes fun. It just makes sense to me, right? 1 second, and we're back. Sorry, I thought I was about to have an interruption, which would have really wrecked your reading, if you know what I mean. Okay. What you're cutting at this time, Taurus, like I was saying. The Anchor in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, Taurus, Aries energy here. What you're cutting at this time, Taurus, for this solar eclipse, consider this your south node, if it were, as it were, right? This energy is about you having a lack of control in your life. This is also about exerting too much authority over others, or having that done to you, right? There's a sense of, I feel out of control, so let me micromanage or control others in my sphere and my surroundings to feel more empowered. That is kind of the downfall of the Emperor, where he exerts his authority in a way that is not in everyone's best interest, let alone his own. But because he's operating again from a lack of perspective, a lot of fear mindset, the magician has all the tools at his disposal, but does not necessarily know how to use them. So this is you taking all the tools that you do have, by the way, you do, and you are learning how to use them for good. Right? You could also be dealing with someone who is in this energy with you, Taurus, someone who you felt very undermined your whole life. You've kind of felt like control was always outside of you. It was always outside of you. You had to fight for it. That's what made you so stubborn. Okay. But I mean, it's like a really beautiful quality about you, but it's also, it can be a self-sabotaging quality as well, because it's you can turn away people who are actually trying to help you. You can even bully people in circumstances and situations who are actually not to be bullied, or they're not trying to do any harm to you, but you know, because you had one bad experience, you see red all the time, not just for that experience, but in everyone. That's a trait. I'm not saying that's the truth for you in all aspects of your life, but for many Tauruses out there, when you get triggered, you see red. You know what I mean? And I'm not helping wearing this shirt right now. You see red, Taurus, when you get triggered, and it's hell or high water from there, right? But you want to have control over yourself. You want freedom. Yes, you do. You don't want that dictated to you. I feel you. Alright, what you're nurturing at this time, Taurus? Yeah, I'd say so. The Seven of Wands. You're standing your ground, like I told you. The Seven of Wands. Standing your ground for what you know to be true. Standing in your own power and authority. Okay. We're putting down anything that tries to manipulate you. And that can even be... Sometimes a lot of this stuff is very subtle, guys. It's very subtle. The lessons, especially lessons from the South Node that we learn, are very subtle. We don't realize how deep we're in it until we're maybe 10 years deep into it, if you know what I mean. Then there's certain lessons that will even present themselves again and again and again to us until we get the lesson, until we understand how to circumvent the lesson. We take the knowledge that the magician is given, we actually use the tools that we are given and transmute the energy. We learn the lesson that way, but that takes time. That takes time to learn. But you are standing strong in a commitment to yourself, I think, Taurus, with valor, with the Seven of Wands. You're standing your ground for what you know to be true, and good on you. Yeah. You're putting down this sense of competition. The Five of Wands. This is the energy. This is the energy that you're actually tapping into this cycle. The Five of Wands reversed. The Five of Wands reversed. Reversed. You're putting down conflict. Let's put it to you that way. You don't desire to compete for your own happiness. That's something that should be innate and natural to you. You shouldn't have to compete for that. You want to learn also not how to compete with yourself for that very thing. And I know I'm speaking kind of up here in the clouds theoretically. I'm a Libra, by the way, so that's kind of how I do things. Try to ground it for you as best I can. But these cards, let me see. You know that this has gone against your intuition. For those of you who are especially on a spiritual path, I'm sensing for you right now, this fight has gone against your better intuition for what you know you're truly capable of. You are capable of being the magician of your own life. You are capable of being the emperor of your own life without that needing to be shoved down your throat. You are capable of coming to that conclusion on your own, is what I'm getting at here. Yeah, there you are, as I speak it, the High Priestess, right? Some of you are. You are capable of this all along. I don't need you to tell me what I already know. I hear you saying that. I don't need you to tell me what I already know. I know what I know. I hear someone saying that. I don't need to be told what I already know. And the High Priestess knows. Alright, let's just get that clear, guys. She knows. There she is, trying to come out again. Okay, she knows. I'm trying to tell you. She knows, so don't get it twisted. But what do you know? What's the magician doing here? Thank you. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse to the Nine of Coin. I think you're already single for most of my Tauruses out here. You've been through the whirlwinds of relationships, and many of you, where that's been an issue, where love has been an issue for you, I think just kind of want to put it down. You know? Yeah. I think the person you want to romanticize is yourself, frankly. Good on you to do so. I don't blame you. That's just kind of how I feel. I think many of you are in you're in the process of manifesting your abundance. What I tell you, the fountain, as it were. Sorry, hit my elbow right there. Someone hit their elbow? Your funny bone? Your funny bone? Some of you laughed. Okay. You're in the process of manifesting your own frickin' abundance. Could give crap less about a relationship right now. I hear you. The fountain. This is why this deck was created, as it were. And I love that it's kind of showing up for you here, which is beautiful. Why is the Emperor here? Why are we releasing control? We're releasing control, I just heard. Surrender? Yeah, you are. Interesting. King of Coin reverse. The King of Pentacles reverse. That's you all day, honey. So, this could say that you were kind of controlling a situation here. Feeling that need, it's the change. Like I told you, that's why I referenced your South Node at the beginning here, because the change that you're being called to make is rocking you a little bit, right? Because you realize you're going to have to leave certain things behind that you don't need anymore. Like you can't take everything with you where you're going. So you're being called to, all right, this is it. We're off to the next stop here. Take what you need, leave what you don't need. This is it, Taurus. I know you've acquired all this knowledge and all this wealth and all this coin and all this gold in abundance, but you don't need it where you're going. You don't need it where you're going, Taurus. It's a luxury, but you don't need it. Or this is just speaking of life lessons in general, because when you deserve all that luxury that you've earned for yourself, of course you do. The fountain, the next journey that you make, Taurus, you're not going to need it though. This is the universe calling you home. Right? It's back in King of Pentacles. Yeah. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This was separation for some of you. This is also separation from the past. So, for those of you who were in commitments that recently came to an end due to kind of butting of heads, as it were, right? That was the cut you're making. For those of you who realized you were in partnerships that weren't going anywhere, partnerships that were draining you, okay? Or were a drain on the other person, you know? They were toxic in that way. You're letting those go. That's not coming with you. For other Tauruses out there, okay? This is you stepping into your confidence after you realized you were perfectly capable all along. You've been on the right path all along, Taurus. It's just taken you maybe several tries to get there, right? Third time lucky, you know what I mean? Third time lucky, as it were. Is that what I heard just now? It's taken you several tries to get where you wanted to go, but you're getting there, Taurus, because you're standing your ground for something. Show me. Why is the Seven of Wands here, please? You're stepping into your confidence. You got to be feeling really good, yeah, after you heal your heart. You're healing your heart. You healed your heart from this situation here. And for some of you, the eclipse is showing up. For some of you currently going through separation during this time, you're asking for help from the universe to heal your heart. And you can do that, by the way. Ask for the help you need to heal your heart, Taurus. I feel that for some of you. Ask your angels to lift the pain you're feeling from your heart. Okay? You can. Sorry if there's any pause on the video. It's all this Mercury retrograde energy. Unfortunately. Does it to me. Alright. What's backing the Three of Swords? Because you heal it. That's the Three of Swords in reverse, by the way. It's a healed heart, or healed pain, as it were. Yeah, beautiful. Bam. The Ace of Pentacles. Told you. Ace of Pentacles. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Oh yeah, Taurus. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I really am. This is good. This is really good. Only one you're fighting for is yourself now. Ace of Pentacles. You're also expecting... You could be expecting more money. I would go ahead and tell you. Maybe by July, end of the month. Yeah, 3 into 7. That's a complete cycle right there. And the South Node is about completing cycles. It's essentially equivalent to the 10 of Swords in the standard Rider-Waite Tarot. This is about... The 10 of Swords is about cycles ending. Painful cycles ending. So the 3 of Swords with the 7 of Wands, 3 and 7, can signify cycles ending energetically, right? Now we're back to the 1, the Ace. Beautiful. And it's in your element, which is doubly beautiful. So 5 of Wands in reverse. This conflict that you're putting down, that is the energy that you're tapping into, because you've got the fight. You're going to need that fight in you, Taurus, but for a different reason. Yes? Yes. For communication. Because you're going to have to strategize now. With this new beginning for you, Taurus, the Ace of Pentacles here, the Ace of Pentacles is going to require you to think logically, as it were, and strategically, because, and that Knight's pointed right back at this Ace of Swords. Some of you are feeling like are going to see an increase in wealth and money. Yeah, I've got the Devil in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Capricorn energy. Interesting. Let me know if you're dealing with Capricorn. You're going to see... This is obsession. Goodness. Yeah, obsession. I don't feel anything negative about this Devil at all. Now, it could be that certain people are going to vie for your attention, or just be careful with having the Devil here. It's to say with this 5 of Wands, it's to say that there are energies in that during your glow up, as it were, Taurus, okay, whenever this is coming in for you very soon, I feel like, okay, during your glow up, you're going to have energies fighting for your attention, as it were. Some of you... you're about to be very single and happy, okay? Very single and happy, or someone in here is, right? Cross-watcher, you let me know. Alright, if you have a Taurus placement and you're checking on your Taurus sign here, I'm feeling like you need to have, like, Taurus moon or Taurus rising to really, really, really be connected here, okay? Like those top 4, you know what I mean? But otherwise... you will be releasing toxic energy out of your path. People who are in it with you for the wrong reasons, right? People who may be seeing you go through a glow up and are coming at you for the wrong reasons, Taurus. All right, why is the Knight of Swords here? What's backing the Knight of Swords? This communication coming in hot and heavy, vying for your attention. You're the catch here, Taurus. I feel that. What's backing the Knight of Swords, please? Bam. Alright, we have the Fool in reverse. The Fool in reverse. Interesting. From my perspective, it kind of looks like you're just going to take one giant leap right over all that negativity. Okay, we're just going to bypass that, if you know what I mean. Like, I've already learned this lesson, so I can, again, recognize it. I don't need validation from other people. I don't need other people to control my assets or tell me what to do or how to do it. You know what I mean? I know how to do this perfectly well for myself, thank you. I'm Taurus. I am the bull. I control the bank, as it were. The bank, as it were. That is what I do, okay? So, we don't need... I don't need to live in this toxicity. Alrighty. Devil reverse, though, because you're releasing it. You know how to spot that energy a mile away. You do. You do. You know how to spot who's being real and who the fake ones from the real ones, is what I want to tell you. Give me something else to look at besides this Devil, though, please, Spirit, if you don't mind. Something else beside that, too. Thank you. So, good night. Who owes you an apology, Taurus? Someone wants to apologize to you. Yes, they do. For acting like a fool. Acting like a player. Not valuing you in the relationship. They want to invest in you now. Let me know. You could be dealing with a fellow earth sign. You're waiting on that investment, Taurus. Yes, you are. They're waiting on that victory. Interesting. That competition's coming to an end. That vying, yeah. Ooh, hello. Yeah. You're gonna isolate yourself, though. It's gonna require you to know who to let in your circle. Yeah. Okay. Your numerology cards, Taurus. Let's see. About 3, so. Okay, yeah, I say so. You have adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. Who just had this? I think Capricorn had this. Adjustments are required. As you make adjustments, you will continue making adjustments. And that is also what your South Node energy is calling you to do. We also have a new start is coming. New moon. A new start is coming. Now, it did show it to me itself in reverse, which could say that for some of you, you're still closing out these chapters. That's why the Fool is also in reverse here, because you're waiting. This chapter has yet to open for you. It's coming very soon. Let's see if I can get a timestamp for you. Here it is. Communication. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini now. If that's not appropriate, I don't know what is, because we are getting ready to experience the new moon in Gemini during the solar eclipse, as it were. So communication is key, Taurus. Very much. Very much. New moon in Gemini. Interesting. Your surprise energy, Taurus, is keeping that little thing you found all nice and tucked away to yourself. The Hermit. The Hermit. Keeping that nice little shining star all tucked away in a beautiful lantern by itself. So it can ruminate and discover who it is and ponder over its life lessons by itself. That's what many of you are going to do. You are going to go into hermit mode. And I saw it a second ago, too, over there. After an ending. This is the ending. You're going to go be by yourselves for a while, enjoying your wealth, enjoying the abundance that the universe has, quite frankly, gifted you. I will say so. And you only need to bring that one ace with you, honey. You don't need to bring all these other pentacles that are trying to show up with you. I mean, the one ace is good. You know what I mean? It's the ace. It's the cornerstone of the 10 of Pentacles. It's the one you need. That's the only one you need, you know? Yeah. Your other Moonology card is Earth Element. Stability. Stability. In your Earth Element, Taurus. I mean, can we get any clearer than that? I don't think so. Alright, we're looking at stability. Stability for you. And this was directly stemming from the lessons you've learned coming out of your South Node, which is beautiful. So, major transformation for you, Taurus. I love to see it. I do. Earth Element. Stability. Let's see. Huh. Oh, 136. Okay. Let us read a little, shall we? You know what we like to do around here. Just a little bit. We read. Okay. Every moment and every event of every man's life on earth plants something in his soul. Thomas Merton, New Seeds of Contemplation. Now is the time to draw upon your strength. Think of yourself as solid and sure as a rooted tree. You are firm. Nothing can knock you out of your spot. Earth is the element of the signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. These are the signs that keep us centered, but more aptly fastened to the ground. Our spirits become stable. Our souls deepen under the influence of Earth. The Earth element reminds us that we are engaged in the 5 senses. Our dreams become manifest in what is real, not what is imagined. Earth is the element of practicality and wisdom. Earth signs are about what is real, what can be proven, and what is solid in our lives. They have to do with certainty, what can be seen and felt, rather than what is imagined or dreamed. Earth tells us to take our time. There doesn't need to be a rush. We can achieve what we want while going through methodical steps. It all depends on how determined and measured we are, how strong and self-assured we are. This is about finding the meaning in the physical world, finding the meaning in yourself, in this physical plane that you occupy, Taurus. You don't have to rush. Don't feel like you have to rush. You will come to this information as you will be inspired. You will be inspired into this information in your time. That's how you want it to be. That's how you want it to feel. Like the High Priestess, like once the High Priestess knows, Taurus, once you get a glimpse of what she knows, it's kind of like an aha moment. It just happens and it feels really good. And it's not something that you boast about or that you talk about, because the experience is so personal. I'll put it to you that way. Taurus, I hope something really did resonate with you in this reading. Do let me know. Drop a like on the video, guys, while you're thinking about it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. While you're thinking about it, be sure to hit the notification bell. I've noticed many of you have said that you're not getting notifications. If you have to hit the bell, guys. That's all I know. Taurus, I look forward to seeing you next week for your general love readings. I hope all is well with you. Be well.